Michael says to Jack, "Hey cousin, look, I found a girl for you to meet for marriage." Jack looks over and says, "Cousin, there are two girls over there. Which one is she?" Michael points and says, "The one sweeping over there." Jack asks again to make sure, "Cousin, did you tell her about my company? What if she only wants to marry me because of money? You know I've met a lot of women before, but most of them were greedy." Michael reassures him, "Don't worry, her name is Tina. She's a really good person." Jack still looks unsure and says, "You're just saying that. I still don't feel convinced. How about this, cousin? Give me your clothes. I'll pretend my company went bankrupt and that I'm drowning in debt. Then we'll see if she still wants to stay with me. And if she truly wants to be with me, then this is what I prepared for her." He shows a bag and says, 500,000 yen for our first meeting. Michael reacts in shock. "That much?" Jack calmly replies, "It's from my heart. What matters most is whether she truly wants to be with me and whether she's the right person to build a life with." Then he says, "All right, cousin, enough talking. Hurry up and give me the clothes." A little later, Jack changes his clothes and walks up to them. He says, "Hello, are you Tina?" Tina smiles and replies, "Yes, I'm Tina. And you are?" Jack introduces himself. "I came here through Brother Michael for a marriage meeting. My name is Jack." Tina politely says, "I heard about you from Brother Michael. How did you find my house?" Jack explains, "Brother Michael brought me here. Your home is pretty far away. It was honestly hard to find." Tina smiles and says, "Yeah, village roads are confusing like that. They can be hard to navigate." Jack looks around and says, "But the environment here is really beautiful." Tina starts talking about herself. "It's nothing special. I take care of sheep and grow vegetables." Jack then says, "Before coming here, Michael didn't really tell me much about your situation." Tina honestly replies, "Our family conditions are pretty average. If you don't like that, I understand." Jack quickly responds, No, honestly, I was worried you might not like me." Tina politely says, "Why would that happen? Michael told me you're a successful businessman." Jack sighs deeply and says, "It's a long story." To be honest, Tina interrupts kindly, "Why are we standing outside? Come inside and let's talk." She takes Jack inside and says, "All right, tell me what happened." Jack looks disappointed and says, "Well, I used to own a company, but now my business has gone bankrupt." Tina comforts him and says, "That's okay. Life has ups and downs. One day you'll succeed again." Hearing this, Jack looks surprised and asks, "Would you really marry me in this situation? Because right now I have nothing." Tina replies with a kind heart, "Yes, of course. You told me the truth. We can work together and build a life somehow." After hearing this, Jack finally tells the truth. He says, "Tina, actually, I brought this gift for you." He opens the bag and reveals the money. Seeing the cash, Tina says in shock, "Where did all this money come from? I thought your company went bankrupt." Jack lowers his head and says apologetically, "Tina, I'm sorry. Actually, my company never went bankrupt. I told you that because the women I met before were all too focused on money. I didn't want the same thing to happen again, so I lied to test you." After hearing everything, Tina says, "Oh, so you were testing me?" Jack says with regret, "I'm sorry. I just wanted to find someone sincere and kind who would truly stay by my side." Tina smiles and says, "It's okay. I understand." At that moment, Jack holds Tina's hand and turns toward the viewers, saying, "In a person's life, if you find someone who is willing to stand by you through every hardship, that person is more valuable than anything else. I had been searching for someone like that for a very long time, and today I finally found her. Her name is Tina. I want to build a happy life with her. You all will bless us, right? Do you think my decision was right? Let me know your opinion in the comments."